Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the morning glory sessions in the afternoon. Another late one, working, have to do these things. So today I want to talk about it's going to be a controversial topic probably for a lot of people because it's going to trigger some people's own personal feelings on themselves or people they love. But that doesn't mean it's something that we should avoid talking about, because the reality is it's affecting a lot of people in society. And it's this movement about the the woke society's body positivity message. Now, when I say body positivity, I'm not talking about how people feel about themselves. Regardless of what size you are, regardless of what shape or whatever it is, you should be in a position where you feel good about yourself, right? But if you're not, then there's something wrong. As I've said, I was talking to a guy today in the gym, and I was saying to him, there's 7.8 billion people in this world, so you might as well, you've got enough availability of enemies. You might as well try to make yourself be your best friend rather than the enemy. Because you come it, rather than be the enemy yourself. But what this has happened is what's happening as far as I can see is you've taken this message of people are preaching a message of, love yourself, love your body, love whoever you are. But then these crazy people have taken that message and have now tried to turn it around and make it that being obese is not only socially acceptable, which it is, but it's actually healthy, which is complete bullshit. Regardless of what way you try to spin it, obesity is not healthy. And this message of inclusivity that we're trying to push, everyone's equal, which we're not all equal, by the way, and that's something we've got to accept. But we should be, but we're not. But this idea that everyone's equal, therefore, no matter what size you are, no matter what weight you are, you still should be deemed healthy, is a lie. And that's how it is. You're not healthy. I try to liken it to people, like for me personally, when I was going through my mental health issues, this is the time when I was going through my real mental health problems 10, 15 years ago. I was a professional MMA fighter. I was probably in the best shape of my life. I was probably the strongest. Well, I was up there the strongest, definitely the fittest being in my life, and the best shape being in my life. But to say that I was healthy would be a lie, because mentally I was struggling, and I was not in a good place, and I was always thinking negative of myself. My thoughts, my beliefs were not what should be congruent with a healthy lifestyle. So just because I looked physically in shape didn't mean that I am healthy. So to turn around and say I was healthy would be a lie as well. So it's finding this balance and actually understanding the rationale and the logical discussion, logical argument of with this topic, and removing it from the emotional content that society, the mainstream media, seems to push on us. And I remember back there a few months ago, Cosmopolitan, I think it was, pushed these front covers of women in different shapes and sizes. Now, while I get all women and all men of shapes and sizes, I think there was people who had lost limbs and etc. You can be beautiful, and you can look the way you look, and you should feel inside yourself an attractive person. But there was one of the photographs of a woman who was obese. She was an obese woman, probably a size 22 or something, and it was saying, "I am healthy." That's a lie. Now, I can understand trying to push this message of getting people who are obese or unconfident of their body because of their lifestyle, or maybe they've got some underlying issues, mental issues, and foods are sort of their fallback, and that's what's happening in addiction. I can understand trying to get these people to feel better about themselves, and I can understand trying to remove this sort of idea that obesity is something to be frowned upon, or you shouldn't accept people because of their size. I get that. That's 100%. But we've got to be careful when we're trying to push a message that it's healthy to be obese, because it's not. When you're obese, regardless of what way you want to say it, no matter what the magazine you're reading, or no matter what influencer's telling you, big is beautiful, whatever, big being beautiful does not mean it does not make big being healthy. And you've got to understand that. You've got to accept this as a fact, because if you are obese, you are not healthy. you are actually putting your body at risk. You're putting your body under more stress, and you're forcing your body to work harder than it should have to maintain itself. And that is causing long-term damage to your body. And you are shortening your lifestyle, your lifetime on this earth through your own decisions, through your own choices. And for the media to grab hold of this and try to push that message is irresponsible, because we've got young teenagers who are looking at these messages, and the young teenagers are probably eating themselves because they're unhappy, and they're hearing this message that big is healthy. Big is not healthy, and we need to drop this. There needs to be a balance. This is going to be a short one today because we're running out of time. It started late. But there needs to be balance, and you need to accept this balance, and you need to be aware of it. You don't have to be skinny, you don't have to be big, you don't have to be strong, whatever. Just be you. But be honest with yourself, and be honest with the fact that if you are carrying too much weight, then you are probably putting yourself at risk, unnecessary risk. Just like if you're walking about and you're feeling suicidal, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling anxious all the time, you're putting yourself under mental stress that isn't helping the physical being yourself. So we're out of balance. And the key for fitness, the key for strength training, the key for lifting weights and training and exercise is to try to find that balance. I know loads of guys and girls who are ripped to pieces, but use exercise as a coping mechanism. And just because they look amazing doesn't mean that they're healthy, because they're pushing their body beyond what's healthy. They're not eating enough food. They're not fueling their body the way they should just to maintain a certain physique. And mentally, they are not 100% focused on them. It's more about an image they're trying to play, or it's more about trying to hide something. And this is causing damage to them. So they're not healthy either. So it's like I said, the biggest beautiful message is fine. Everyone's entitled to look a certain way and be accepted for that way, and you shouldn't be judged on that. Sadly, society will judge you regardless whether you're big, small, fat, thin, skinny, whatever. You're going to be judged anyway. But the biggest beautiful is fine. There are many, many men out there, many women who find the bigger, fuller frame gorgeous. That's their personal opinion, and there's lots of people who are obese and think they're beautiful. More power to you. I wish more of us felt the same way as you do. But stop holding on to this belief because the media is telling it that it's healthy. It's not. You're putting your life at risk. You're shortening your life on earth, and you're leaving yourself open to more diseases that will affect you quite easily. That wouldn't affect you if you were more healthy. If you were looking after your more healthy weight range. So just be aware of that. Stop letting the mainstream media push an agenda on you that's going to make you feel, well, I suppose if it makes you feel better about yourself, brilliant, but stop living the lie. You're not healthy when you're overweight. You should be focused on trying to bring yourself down to a level where physically you're in a condition and mentally you're in a condition. Then and only then are you healthy. So we'll leave it there today, a quick one today, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow.